What's up, everybody? This is Gettin Down with Lee Brown. I'm your host, Lee Brown. This show is all about making you happy, hopefully making you happy, making you stay positive in a happy mindset, feeling the love that I'm trying to give, because I love all of you. Love you for listening. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we're talking about chasing your thing, that thing, whatever the thing is that you want to do. Do what you want to do now, because your experience at the present moment is as good as it's going to be. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, Lee, that sounds negative, actually. Well, I don't think it is. Because the experience you have right now, in this present moment, it's going to be more beneficial to you to go do that thing now instead of waiting until you have more experience for the next, for getting better at that thing. You just got to go now. Just get it done. Waiting will just make it more agonizing for yourself. So go for it now. What are you doing? Example of this, being writing a book or doing a podcast, buying real estate, starting an Airbnb. It's going to be good, whatever your thing is, because of your experience at that time. So let it rock, man. Go for it. What the heck? What do you got to lose? This brings up, the topic of like job search, say. Whenever you're searching for a job and it puts an asterisk on 2 years of experience, when you know that they know you sure as shit don't have 2 years of experience, people still apply. Why isn't it like that with the things you want to do? The things you want to try. So if it's, writing a book, starting an Airbnb, whatever. Apply that to that same tenacity of applying for a job that you don't have the experience with. Apply that same tenacity towards your thing. Maybe you want to start knitting up some, Christmas decorations or something. Maybe you absolutely love knitting. Go for it, man. I mean, you can start a business out of anything these days. Online, storefront, whatever. Online's probably more smart in this day and age. But what the heck? Go for it, man. So that's what today's topic's going to be about. Chasing that thing you want to do. I think it's a good topic. I really like this topic. It's I think in the Midwest here, there's such societal crutch that gets put on you as a young adult, young kid. You think you're supposed to go to school, go to college, get a degree, go get a job, then get a job with benefits too. Ooh, benefits as well. Yeah, that'd be a nice icing on the top. And then you sit in that job. You sit in that job until, you're 50, 60 years old, and then you can retire. It's just, I know there's people out there that are like me on this. It's not the way you want to go. Why would I spend half my life or more in a place that I don't want to be, doing the things, helping someone else achieve their dream instead of working towards my own? But now you're like, well, Lee, I got these student loans to pay too. And I think I'm going to have kids soon too. Well, hey, I'm in the same boat, man. But in order to understand yourself and not take it out on your spouse, your kids, in the future, 20 years down the line, you have to explore yourself. Explore those things that have always called to you. Now, I'm not saying quit your job. I'm just saying, whenever you got free time, don't go sit on the couch after you're done with work. Don't plop yourself in the chair and play video games. Well, maybe actually plop yourself in the chair and play video games, but as long as you're streaming and trying to make some sort of profit out of it, do that thing. Do something as long as it's improving yourself, because I think streaming is a great way to improve yourself as a human. You're able to talk, putting your thoughts to words a lot quicker, as well as playing, a sweet game and showing people how good you are or how bad you are at it. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter if you are super bad at it. Maybe you'll find a game eventually that fits your need for streaming or whatever. But just work at that thing each day, just a little bit, just to give yourself a nice reassurance that you are actually trying and trying to figure out who you are. Because I guarantee you, most of the people that are listening you don't know who you are completely. We don't know who we are until, way down the line. There's some people, they know. They knew they wanted to be a nurse from the day they, will open their eyes, or firefighter, whatever. I'm quite honestly, I'm jealous of them a little bit, but it's wonderful. That's just a wonderful situation. And also, there are the people that do just want to sit at home and not do a thing. But there's got to be something deep down inside of those people as well that is just saying, you could do this, you could do that. Why not do this? Just do it. Just fucking do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Define what it is, whatever that thing is. Set goals for that thing. I'm a little different on this for goals. A lot of people are goal oriented. A lot of people might be like me, though. Some people are strict. But I'm friggin' loosey-goose with these goals, man. I like to have an overall goal, yes. One of my overall goals, to pay off student loans. But beyond that, I'm just trying to figure out what I enjoy the most and doing that thing until something presents itself to make money off that. And there's a lot of controversy there too. People want, there's a lot of people that will say, well, I don't want to do the thing I love for money, because then eventually it will turn into a job, and I don't want my hobby or my thing I like to be a job. Well, I think they don't entirely love that thing. If you love something, if you can do it every day, nonstop, and just keep doing it for pay or not for pay, these things that you want, that you're striving for, that you're going for, you're probably not going to get paid for a long time. But as we see with a lot of people these days, consistency and doing it over the course of 10 years pays off. Pays off. I think consistency is the biggest thing. Work on that thing daily. And lastly, I think in a list of, I say define what it is, set goals for it, and be consistent. Lastly, I want to say in the lineup there, in that massive lineup there, keep that ish to yourself. Keep that thing you're working on to yourself. Don't tell the whole world. That's your thing. Protect it. Work on it daily until you think it has the potential or makes sense to start talking about. My wife and I, we have wanted to get into real estate since 2016. It's 2019. That's not a long time. But we were out in Colorado. We moved out in Colorado after we got done with college. And for some reason, we just started loving the idea of owning real estate. And so we looked and looked and looked and looked nonstop every day. We were looking at 10 plus houses for sale a day, apartments, everything. We're analyzing those, with what would make sense. Which ones would make sense. It took, an average of 5 to 10 minutes on each one. But you do 10 of those a day, you're spending an hour each day just studying and seeing which makes sense in our financial situation to do. So it took 3 years for us. We came back to the Midwest, came back to the Twin Ports, and we found a situation where we ran into two houses, and we thought we would enjoy renting them out. Turns out you can make a lot more money Airbnb-ing. So anything, it can all change. Whatever your thing is, it can change as you go through it. It can evolve, actually. It evolves into something better usually. If you're consistent, if you truly are consistent with it, it'll keep evolving into something better and better. And honestly, what do you have to lose? You can go back to that job, 9-to-5 job, once you're done. Who and where you are right now is going to propel you to who you want to be later. So if you start that thing right now, you're going to figure it out. That thing, whatever it is, you're going to get more experience. Say you want to write a book. You're going to get more experience each time you go to write the book. Whether it's finding the ISB number, whatever, find an illustrator, whatever it is. Each time you work on it, you're going to get better and better. And it's just going to keep building. All that's doing is building your skills as a person. Have any of you played like Oblivion or Skyrim or any of those? Yeah, I'm geeking out. I'm being a nerd right now. Whatever. But you play any of those games where you get certain skill sets and you can level them up. Like there's your sneak, there's your communication, there's those things. If you spend more time on one of those, say like it's sneaking, whatever, you just get better and better at it. You sneak everywhere around in town in the game, and you get better at it. So you could look at it like that. You want to be an illustrator, maybe. Maybe you want to be an illustrator. You just keep drawing, and then you start putting your work out there. Sharing it on Facebook, sharing it on Instagram, whatever it is. And someone says, dang, you're really dang good. And then someone else, compliments, boosts your ego. Just everyone's boosting your ego. Yeah. Eventually, someone's going to see that. Someone's going to see that talent and say, hey, can you illustrate a book for me? And it just dominoes from there. The 1 comes to 2 jobs, comes to 3 jobs, and just so on and so forth. Build your thing and keep building for your spouse's sake, for your kids' sake, for your future kids' sake, for your future spouse's sake, and figure yourself out first before you give them everything. I mean, you can give them everything. You can try your darndest to give them everything, but if you don't figure yourself out, eventually it's going to come back. And you're going to end up hurting the ones you love most because of it. Now, you might not directly, but just with your actions, the way you have that self-talk in your head about yourself, it's going to emit itself out of you to your spouse, to your kids, and then they're going to reflect it onto their friends, and then their family, and then their kids. It just dominoes. So be that healthy, be that happy person that figured themselves out and shares it with everyone around them. You guys are wonderful. I love you. Thank you so much for listening. There's a shorter one today, but I had fun just spewing the love out. I hope you guys are well. This has been an episode of Getting Down with Lee Brown. Love you. Peace.